What's up, everybody? Joseph coming your way. I watched my last video on this subject, and I found it to be pretty rambly-ish. I don't know if that's a word, but whatever. So I rambled a lot. In it, and I want to make kind of a refined version of the Child something Protection Act. I don't know exactly what it's called. I had to look it up, but whatever. About COPPA or COPPA or whatever the hell you want to call it. Okay, and I'm gonna go right into this. And I want to start with the history of this act, which started way back 20 some odd years ago in 1998. So, because the internet was still kind of new to the common household in 1998, there was a lot of legislators were worried about stuff being advertised on the internet to children, right? And so they made this act to protect children pretty much from themselves, or to protect them from predators and stuff like that. And of course, back in those days, people still thought that predators were 1 in 5 people were predators. It was really stupid then. It's stupid now. Okay, and so now COPPA has been updated to content on YouTube. Okay, and it's not content on any other platform either, just YouTube. So now it's getting to the point where if you need to, when you upload a video to YouTube, unless you use the old uploader, which I do, because the new one sucks, and YouTube is just awful, has been awful for the last 3 years anyways when it comes to making content. It's a waste of time if you're making content on YouTube. It really is. It's going to be even more of a waste of time in about a month. So yeah, because it's so difficult to use, it really is. Yeah. But if you're using their current uploader, you need to select if your video is suitable for, or if it's directed towards children, or if it has people under the age of 13 in it. Okay. Or if it has content that is designed for individuals under the age of 13 based on their very, very vague guidelines, which are laughable if you look them up. It's totally horrifyingly vague, and it's no. So yeah, what is this going to do? Well, a lot of stuff on my channel, about 85% of the content, is gaming, right? A lot of those games are rated teen, so 14 and up, but some of them are rated kids to adults, or everyone 10, right? Or E10, the ESRB ratings, right? For example, the 2 games that I do speedruns of, Mega Man 3 and Zelda 2, both of those games are rated, I think, E10 by the ESRB when they came out with their ports. When they were rated, when the ports came out. So that means that my content has stuff that children could potentially watch. And so if I do not mark it for kids, then it'll get targeted by COPPA. Okay. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh well, if you don't put ads on your videos, which I don't believe in putting ads on any videos, your video itself should be the ad for something that you are selling, or it should be you should be advertising yourself to get someone to donate money to you to buy better stuff or whatever, to go to your website where you have your services, that kind of stuff. And I really could and should do that with YouTube, but to me that's a waste of time. It really is. But no, even if your videos do not have advertisements on them, they will still get targeted if your content is deemed safe for under 13 crowds. You will get targeted and you will get fined to the tune of, I think, $42,500. This is something I do not want. So at the end of this video, and I'm only going to make this about like 30 some odd minutes, I'm going to tell you my plans. For anyone who does enjoy my audio and video content, I will give you 2 places where you can find me after January 1st, 2020, which is when this stuff comes into effect. Okay, so yeah. Okay. And now let me get into the meat of the video here. I have like about 8 items, 3 of which I've already kind of covered. So I got like I got a whole bunch of stuff I want to address here. Now, something that like a principle of mine is to favor internal solutions over external solutions. So what's an external solution? That's where you sign a petition, that's where you vote, that's where you go to protests and scream at lawmakers and other people who you feel are keeping you down, that kind of stuff. I usually don't care for external solutions because they're a waste of energy and time. In 2019 going into 2020, 85% of it is a complete waste of time and energy. Like, you can use that time and energy to do other better stuff with your life. You really can, instead of pursuing external solutions. However, this is an example of an external solution that I'm pursuing because it is affecting my pastime of watching YouTube stuff. What I do, and the reason why I haven't made any content, is because I've been consuming more content and learning from it. So a lot of the content now I follow is stuff like based in entrepreneurship and how to start your own business and stuff like that. For me, it's a freelance writing business, you know what I mean? And it's also something I call underground mental health counseling, very similar to that redesigned soul or whatever his name is, like the rewired soul, only way less. Only it's, I'm like right out there with saying that I'm not an expert at stuff. I'm just a dude who's learned stuff. Different than that rewired soul guy. But I'm getting off topic. Never mind. But yeah, so I got those 2 businesses, and I've been. Sorry, let me throw this in airplane mode. Sorry about that. Anyways, so yeah, so I've been watching that kind of stuff, and I've been working on that and my freelance writing and Uber and Lyft driving, which I now do. So that's why I don't make any content, but I do enjoy a lot of content on YouTube that could be targeted by COPPA in 2020. So there we go. That's why I have all those links to all those videos in the description, and the petition, definitely sign that. And this way we can at least have these lawmakers and legislators have our voices heard. You know what I mean? This way our voices can be heard, because it's important, because there's a lot of content on YouTube that after COPPA passes is going to be targeted, and I don't want that for anyone who I follow. So there you go. And here's my thoughts on the regulations surrounding COPPA, okay? They're going to do more harm than good. They really are. Anytime a stupid guideline or law or whatever like this gets passed, then it's going to do more harm than good. It really is. So, it really is, because you will see that it's not going to protect any children from being targeted by ads or by data collection or whatever. It's not going to. The people, those who write that kind of who do that kind of coding, they'll find a way to get around that, and they really will. So yeah, it's really dumb. And okay, and to me, you may be thinking, well, Joseph, like, what do I do with like ads? Like, what you don't believe in ads then? Than putting ads on your videos? And I say, no, I used to believe in it. And then I said to myself, why am I selling someone else's stuff on my video? You know, I kind of cringe whenever I see a video with like 4 ads. That's like, it's like 20 minutes long. It's like, really, dude? Like, really? Like, you really need that kind of money? I don't believe in that. I believe that your video should be the advertisement for something that you are doing to help somebody. Whether it's keep them entertained, whether it's inform them, whether it's help them, that kind of stuff. That should be your advertisement. If I had it my way, if I was whoever that CEO of YouTube is, Susan something, Susan like what was it, Wojcicki or whatever her name is. If I were her, I'd say no more ads. I would legit say, look, like, starting in 2020, we're just not gonna have any ads on the videos. Sorry. So if you made like $1,000 a week in ad revenue, oh, you're gonna have to find a way to replace that income. That kind of stuff. That's if I was her, because your video should be the ad. Your content should be the ad for a service you provide, not for an affiliate link that you want to share so that you can get people to buy that item so that you can get a cut from it. That's so, like, underhanded, man. That's so underhanded. It's weak. It's extremely weak. And it's just not. Like, no. You know what I mean? So it's not about ad revenue. It really isn't. What I'm for is what I call what I call is something that is starting to develop more and more among YouTubers, and that's what I call the donation economy. So that's where YouTubers and Twitch and streamers will make money off of donations. Patreon, e-begging, that kind of shit. It's all e-begging, okay? Whether it's be a patron, whether it's donate, whether it's be a channel member, all that is e-begging, okay? And that's okay if you have a really cool service or if you have really cool entertainment value, right? That shouldn't end. And in fact, it's going to be encouraged more and more going into 2020. So there you go. So those are my thoughts, my concrete thoughts on COPPA. Now, let me tell you where I'm going to be in 2020. I'm sorry my camera's being stupid right now. It's like it can't focus. But this is more of like a podcast-ish video, so whatever. I don't really care. Let me fix it anyways. I need a new webcam, man. Oh my god, that was awful. Hey, there we go. Alright, so where is Joseph going to be in 2020? Well, for video game related stuff, I'm going to go on my Twitch channel, okay? So, speedruns, even casual LPs and stuff, I will be there, I will be on Twitch, if I get around to getting on Twitch and doing some streaming there. Streaming, I don't really like it, because my internet in my apartment is absolute trash. So, like, I'll drop like 4,000 frames in like a minute, but I don't care. So, and that's if I just want to play something casually, do a speed run. You can just follow me on there. For other content, I'm going to try Vimeo. I'm going to open a Vimeo account and see how that works. I'm also going to I'm going to start a podcast on Podbean. And that will be more for my mental health related stuff. So, and my mental health related brand is called The Immortal Individual. It's where my brand really revolves around embracing individuality and ignoring groupthink at all costs, and doing that while also improving your life in every aspect. And towards the end of this month, I will make a video kind of like showing, I'll give you like a teaser about what the podcast is going to be about, and I'll do a video about that. But on December 30th, I will be taking this channel down to the ground because I am taking no chances when it comes to COPPA, and you shouldn't either. So if you're watching this and you have made content, I strongly suggest you find a better platform that is not getting targeted by COPPA. Twitch, Vimeo, there's something else, Daily Motion, but Daily Motion is maybe something else out there, because YouTube is going to be very dangerous to use when it comes to making content going into 2020, unless the lawmakers and legislators decide, like our guidelines for what children are watching is way too vague, so we need to make specific stuff. And yeah, now, and again, this is if you put ads on your videos, or if you do not put ads on your videos. So the ads on your videos doesn't matter. It really doesn't. The FTC and YouTube are targeting content because YouTube owes the FTC several millions of dollars, and when the government wants their money, they're gonna get their goddamn money, because that's how it is in the United States. We've given the government almost complete agency over our lives, to where if they want something, by God, come hell or high water, they will get it. That's a different rant for a different day. I don't really talk about my political affiliations here. If any of you do want to know, it's I've been libertarian probably for about 25 years. Ever since I learned about government structures, I've been libertarian, and ideally my perfect society would be completely anarchy, just complete self-rule, because that would be the best for everybody, whether it's anarcho-communism where everyone shares everything, or whether it's anarcho-capitalism where everything's laissez-faire or laissez-faire. Both of those, for me, would be way better than the shitstorm we have now in U.S. and most of Western Europe government structure. So yeah, but I don't really talk about that much on this channel, so whatever. Yeah, so there you go. There you have it. There you have it. It's a much shorter video here. Okay. Do I have an upload schedule for the rest of this month? I don't know. I might do some gaming. I think on my last video about this, I was going to do a complete 100% playthrough of Final Fantasy IX, since it's my favorite video game of all time. Might still do that. I'm also going to make other videos that are part of my brand, are part of the Immortal Individual, like I said. I'm coming up with ideas for that. And none of that is safe from COPPA. Practically 95% of the content that you watch on YouTube when it comes to COPPA. Okay? And I am not exaggerating. Watch the videos that I've posted in the description from more established YouTubers. You will hear practically the same kind of argument that I just purported. All right. So yeah, be very, very cautious about it. Be very cautious. Don't rely on YouTube to make changes. Don't rely on the FTC to make changes. Sign the damn petition. but don't expect anything out of it. Okay? Okay. Alright. So I've been rambling a bit. Oh, I've been rambling, yeah. See, I've been running my mouth. Still. Rambling free version. Dude still rambles. What the hell? At least this isn't 50 minutes. Okay, cool. Alright. So I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everybody. Peace.